Hello, my name is Libby and I am one of the proprietors of Asher's Secondhand, which is an eBay store where we find wonderful secondhand purses and we fix them up so that they're as close to new as possible. Here is a Leatherman Sack original. It's black leather, but the problem with this one, it's pretty filthy inside. You can see how wonderful all that slime and dog hair and lovely lint in the corners is. So we want to get that cleaned out because we don't want our customers to have to deal with that. I personally have a wonderful vacuum cleaner, a Metropolitan 500, which does really well at taking it out of the corners. Let me show you real quick. This vacuum is a great combination of being both powerful and small, but not so powerful that it's going to rip the fabric out of it. This is also a nice bag because you can actually lift the lining out. A lot of times you can't lift the lining out of a bag, so you've got to kind of work in close quarters. What I do first of all is a lot of times, especially if I don't have use of my vacuum, is I will try to work out some of what's in the seams so that whatever's coming out is going to come out usually on the ground, on the counter, something like that. And I have this OXO tool that I got at Container Store. It's got a lovely little rubbery bit on this end and a nicely shaped V brush on the other end. And this brush works really well at getting into the corners of things, like especially if you are looking in the little cosmetic pockets of a purse. Okay. So you get in there as much as you can, if you can pop it out, do, and get into those seams with your brush. Sometimes also if you have things that are way stuck in the corner, like this guy right here, a set of tweezers will work really well to just get in there and just pull that chunk right out. At this point I'm not so much trying to get it out of the bag, although I certainly would if I were brushing it, because it's nice to suck it up with a vacuum and I don't have to get it all over my floor. So you see in here there's all this, and this just works perfectly to brush that right. And once you've got it loosened, you can get it out of the way. It's just getting it out of that seam. So for this particular bag here, because I can pop out the lining a little bit, you can use a brush. Kitchen brush right here. It's just a plain IKEA kitchen brush. Just make sure that it's dry. Don't use it for anything wet. Make sure it's 100% dry, because the last thing you want is it getting clumps of nasty lint on the inside of your purse. So just take your brush, and you can see all that awful stuff coming off right there. And it just comes right out. For me, I'm going to get the vacuum out again and get a little bit more of this clean so I can show you. Then I'll wipe down the water. For the pockets that are a little bit smaller, that you can't flip it inside out, and it's really getting a brush in there is going to work to loosen it up. But with the vacuum, it's especially nice, because then I can just take the whole vacuum end and stick it right in there. I find that baby wipes are really the best way to just get the little things that you don't necessarily want to have to rinse out later. So for this bag, I just noticed just a little bit of schmutz that's not coming out. And a baby wipe does a great job of just cleaning up a little spot. To note when you are cleaning the inside, especially of cosmetic pockets that you can take out all the way, is to work your way all the way into the corner and pop it out as much as you can. So really get in there and push it out so that you can pop it out, because so much will hide in there, especially if you have any issues with dog hair or pet hair of any kind. It just, for some reason, it winds up getting in those little corners and sticking out. So just for general upkeep on your own bag or whatever you want it to be, this is what you're going to try to clean out. So either with your brush or with your vacuum, Once you have the most of the dust out of the bag, it's pretty darn clean at this point. Maybe a few little lint hangers on. Again, a lint roller. Typical. Just roll out the inside as much as you can if anything is sticking around. Just get it going there. Okay. Just noticing a little bit of threading sticking off here, so I'm just going to cut that down. Again, we're trying to get it to look as close to new as possible. So now here's the interior, almost entirely immaculate clean. Long